I got the show. You got that loving, I can't let go.
All right, guys, it is almost springtime. I can't wait to get out here. It is kind of like a rainy day, but it is spring. Bring it on. Bring on the robot lawnmowers. And this year we have a brand new one from Mammotion. This is the Luba 3. I reviewed the Luba 2 last year. It was a pretty good robot vacuum. It used a RTK station. So when it went under trees, it would lose signal and it would just stop. So that was a downside to that because I do have trees in my yard. And even though it worked fairly well, when it went to certain areas, it just would not work anymore. So this year, Mammotion in the Luba 3 has LiDAR. Now, I originally saw this at IFA in September, and I kind of felt like they had a couple different designs for the LiDAR module. And then I saw it again at CES, and there was a different design also, but I kind of felt like it was more, this is kind of what they were focusing on. So this is actually a production unit. So this is the final design. So we're going to open this, see what it's all about, see what they've changed, what they've added, if it still has a RTK station. I know it has LiDAR, but I think it might be a combination of RTK and LiDAR. I'm not positive until we open this up and check it out. There's also some vision possibilities, so it could be a combination of different technologies making this 1,000 times better than last year's. So without further ado, let's jump in this box and see what comes with it and see how we can put this together. And for full disclosure, Mammotion did send this out to me for a full honest review, but this is not sponsored in any other way, as I do not allow any types of sponsorships, as I do not allow any other types of sponsorships on any of my channels. All right, we are opened up, and we have a nice quick start guide right here on the top. We're just going to leave that on the side. This is a nice instruction manual. This thing is thick. I have a feeling it's probably a bunch of different languages. Let's open this up. It's like some type of cover of sort. Not quite sure what that is yet. We'll put that on the side. Here is the front bumper. I remember from last year we had to install the front bumper also. Wasn't that hard to do. It looks like there's a screw or two that we're going to have to tighten up in there. So there's the front bumper. All right, so here is the top of the RTK station. So it looks like it's going to be an RTK station and a LiDAR module. That's good to know. This does have RTK, which I'll talk about in the full review. And here is the antenna, I'm sure, for the RTK station, looks like. I'm going to go ahead and screw that on because I kind of know where that goes. And next we have some side protectors. Now in the Luba 2, they never had these little side protectors, but in other models like the Mini and afterwards, that's when they started having these little bumpers on the side. And here's the poles for the RTK. I'm not gonna take the plastic off these because these are pretty simple to know what they look like. They're the poles. Top part, oh, there's a couple of boxes here. Let's see what's in these boxes. Here is the stake for the RTK station. So you can stake that down. And then in the other box, power supply and the wire. This is probably a power supply for the RTK station because the size. It's very similar to the Luba 2. Now we can take this top part off. And it looks like we can get into the goodies. Tip up the box so you can see it a little bit. Boom, bada boom. Let's get this bad boy out of here without breaking any of these little fenders. Wait, we'll take a look at them in a second. That is one heavy boy, as most lawnmowers are. There are a few more things in the box. This one's labeled accessory kit, and we have some stakes. This is for the station. some extra blades. Not quite sure what that is. We have some type of brush here. This is interesting. I guess to brush off some grass or something. A screwdriver. These are keys. This is, they give you 2 keys. This key has to be in the machine for it to run. It's a safety feature that Mammotion has. And then the power supply or power brick and wire for the station itself to charge up the robot. And then lastly, a couple of little mini stakes and a couple other little pieces of plastic that I'm not quite sure what that's for. So we'll have to figure that out. Put that back in the box, move it over. And one more piece of foam to come out. And then at the very bottom is your charging dock. And you can see here is the wire to plug into the power adapter, and this goes probably as a power source for the RTK station if you want to put the RTK station next to the dock. You don't have to. You can install that somewhere else with another power supply. But if you did want to have them next to each other and you have the ability, meaning the placement, the right placement for the RTK station next to the base station and charging station, you can use that one power supply. But a lot of situations, you're going to want this closer to the house, and unfortunately the RTK station cannot be close to the house unless it's on top of the house. But we're going to put this on the side, and we'll take a look at the install of this later in the full review. And if you guys are brand new here, make sure you hit subscribe so you can see that full review. Not on this channel, subscribe to this channel too, but also subscribe to my main channel, Modern Day Tech, for the full review. But we're going to put this on the side and we'll come back to it. But we're going to be looking now at the star of the show, the big boy. This is the Luba 3. Dun 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 dun. This thing looks awesome. Here's the final design of the LiDAR system. Very cool. Before they only had a camera. Let's see it. Yes, I would say they have a camera on here too. So I think it's a combination of 3 different technologies: LiDAR, camera, and RTK. That way, this thing never loses signal, never gets lost, never gets stuck. And we'll definitely have to test that out in the full review. But otherwise, this looks just as badass as the Luba 2. Always loved the design of this. It looks like a F1 racing car, even though I'm not into F1, but it's still a great design. Absolutely love it. This thing has 4-wheel drive, and it can get up to slopes up to 80 degrees, which in my front yard, I have a like a swell where water travels when there's a storm, and it has to go straight down and then hits the bottom and goes straight right back up. And this is the only mower that I've been able to hit it straight on and straight back up. Other mowers have to do one side diagonally, go out, come back on the other side and do that diagonally. But because of the 4-wheel drive on here and the strength of these motors and the overall design, this thing goes straight down the hill, right back up it with no problems whatsoever. Now, they did add some fenders to the front of this. I'm not quite sure why. Don't know why that's necessary. I kind of feel it's just another thing that can get dirty, can get broken, cause issues. I didn't have any issues in the Luba 2 whatsoever, so I didn't have any issues with grass throwing. Oh, maybe that's why. Because the Luba 2 did not have a LiDAR, so they're trying to protect the LiDAR. I bet you that's why these fenders are on here. And then you have the same wheels on the front. These don't turn, but then you have wheels on wheels, and these turn sideways, and just the way that it can move with the back wheels, the front wheels will automatically turn sideways. It's a pretty cool design. You definitely don't want to do U-turns on here, so as you are programming this, you can tell it to do 3-point turns rather than doing a direct turn, because you will tear up the yard with these types of wheels when you do direct turns like that. So you definitely want to kind of do like a 3 or 4-point turn when you're trying to go a different direction with these types of wheels. And then you have these little guards on the side that we'll install in a second. Those are pretty easy. Looks like you can do those with a little tool. On top, you have your LiDAR sensor, you have your rain sensor, you have a couple buttons here for different controls, you have an emergency stop button, and then you have a bunch of different lights on the side. Then on back, you have your charging contacts that will match up to the docking station to be charged up. So it backs up to the charging station, gets charged up. And it looks like there's a spot in here where you put that little key that I talked about earlier, and behind this little gray door, at least in the Luba 2, this is where you put a SIM card. If you didn't have great Wi-Fi outside, you can put in a SIM card and be able to communicate this when it was further away from your Wi-Fi, or no Wi-Fi at all, because it will work over 4G. And what's also cool about these wheels is the suspension, and because of that suspension, it can handle that swell or that slope that I have in the front with no problems whatsoever. And now taking a look at the bottom, so there is some covering. Wow, let's take this off. Look at that. There are 6 blades on each disc. This is massive. So 12 blades altogether. Look how wide that is. That is super cool and different than the first one. I think the first one only had 4 blades per disc, and I don't remember it being that wide. It probably was that wide, but it definitely did not have that many blades. All right, let's look at these instructions and put this thing together. Not quite sure if this video is going to continue here, but we'll see how it does in editing. Probably will. Some of these videos are getting long. Okay, we're going to connect this wire like that. It says install and tighten. Looks like a screw goes here. These do have a little bit of magnetism, so that's nice. That's 2. Let's look at the bottom. Don't know where the other 2 would be. Oh, it says includes 2 replacements. And we can put on the guards, assuming it goes like that. Put on the other one. I have a feeling this goes on the station. So we're going to go install the station really quick. So this gets screwed to the bottom. This wire gets fed through here and out the side. Wish it went the entire length of the pole, but it's not a huge deal that it doesn't do that. And then this gets screwed on. Line everything up. Get that out of the way, and then you screw on the RTK station. And this gets plugged into either its own power supply, which is that small one, or on the docking station. All right, let's get some close-up shots. And we're gonna go install this in my yard and then wait for it to get nice and sunny, the grass to grow. But I hope this video was a little insight into the brand new Luba 3. Like I mentioned earlier, I will be doing a full review of the Luba 3 on the main channel, Modern Day Tech. Make sure you subscribe there. But since you're here already, hit that subscribe button over here too, because I got a lot of great stuff over here also. But this looks really cool. Loving this. Now has LiDAR in addition to the RTK, and I think it has vision also. So no matter if you have a small lot, big lot, covered with trees or not, this thing can handle it all is what I'm assuming it can do, but we'll find out in the full review. So definitely check that out. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys on the next video.